We're alive. Hey, Steve, get out of here. That's what I thought. Hey, everybody. I want to tell everybody that I leave for Bermuda in 3 days.
Wow.
If I disappear like so many in the triangle, let me leave you with the final inspirational words of Amelia Earhart from her last radio transmission before disappearing into the South Pacific. What's that flashing light?
Since 2020, we've done plenty of virtual comedy shows online, and though the virus is slowing, we'll keep going because we've still got lots of hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin.
Hello, and welcome to Virtual Comedy Show. Here are some etiquette guidelines for Virtual Comedy Show. Please arrive 15 minutes early. Please be quiet, except for laughing. We've been a Zoom meeting civilization for 2 dang years. You know the drill. Just be polite. We would like to see your face as part of the audience. Let's be social, not just distant. So get comfortable, plan to laugh, but not heckle, and let's make our semi-quarantined world a bit more normal for a little while. Thanks, and enjoy the Virtual Comedy Show.
Hey, everyone! It's time for the Virtual Comedy Show, starring Brad Tassell and Steve Goodie. Tonight, Brad and Steve welcome their very special guest, Bill Gorgo, live from their respective vaccinated homes.
Oh, got the wrong promo.
And now, please welcome Brad Tassell.
Steve, what?
I screwed it all up. Yeah, it's going great.
Hey, what a great show we're doing so far. Come on, everybody.
I screwed it all up. Oh, well.
Steve Goodie, everybody, doing the tech today. So, hi, everybody. Welcome. We'll fix that never. I'm Brad Tassell. This is the Virtual Comedy Show. That mess was Steve Goodie. And we have a great show. Bill Gorgo's here. Hey, say hi, Bill.
Hello.
Hello. Bill Gorgo, 35 years ago was the last time we worked together, and so much has happened since. Can you believe we're still doing this, and now even online after 35 years?
Can I believe it?
Yes.
Why not?
Well, I don't know. I'm just amazed that we fooled the world, and we still get to just tell jokes for a living. I mean, it just is amazing.
I fool the world by living an additional 35 years. So everything after that is...
Right. What were you taking at that one party? Were you
if I could remember that.
Yeah, if you can remember the party. So it's an amazing week, although it's going to start a little tough here. Bill, I'm going to try to do some jokes, and then we're going to have a show. So, by the way, not so secret Republican Joe Manchin of West Virginia single-handedly took women's rights to their bodies and lives back 50 years yesterday when he was the lone no vote on the Democratic side of the Senate for the Women's Health Protection Act. Did you all see that? Yeah, that was lovely. God will get you for that, said Maud. Speaking of jokes from 45 years ago, anybody out there in Facebook land know who Maud was? Well, actually, Facebook, I think they would. So, by the way, the Republicans voting no, I can understand, because Mitch McConnell threatened all of them that the GOP wouldn't pay for their mistresses' illegal abortions if they voted yes.
It's dark, man. It's dark.
That is dark. Okay, well, then wait till this one. This one's even darker, and then the rest of the show is light. But I couldn't help it because I'm incensed. In other news, by the way, in Afghanistan, the Taliban is instituting a draconian aspect of Sharia law where if a 12-year-old is molested by their father, they must not only have the baby, but the rapist, even though the father gets parental rights, and if the child was to miscarry, then the child who had the baby would have to go to jail, prison for life. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. That's Alabama. Oh, my God. A real law just signed in Alabama says funny. Exactly that. So roll Taliban-eyed.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we'll do jokes. So here we go. There'll be punchlines from now on. By the way, Finland, who loves Finland?
Everybody loves
Finland's president and Prime Minister have announced that they are in support of the country joining NATO. Come on, let's have some claps for that. In a response, President Biden said, "You have a president and a prime minister? What? Who the hell am I supposed to call? Who's on top?"
The Queen.
The Queen. Also, Sweden is in line to also join once all of the NATO countries assemble 40 bookshelves and a computer desk.
See, that's what we call a punchline.
That's right. The first one. Also, NATO asked that the Swedes bring meatballs to the next meeting. IKEA. Actor James Cromwell, I hope you know him. He glued his hand to the counter at Starbucks to protest the chain charging more for vegan milk options in coffee. Cromwell felt his actions would have a deep impact. Nobody gets that. It'll have a deep impact on the company, or they will have to suffer the revenge of the nerds. He promised to go the longest yard to effect change. There will be a secession of protests if things don't change. Now, the police arrived an hour later and Cromwell left the area without incident. And we all thank God he didn't say, "That'll do, pig."
Oh.
Okay.
I get it.
All right. I feel like I've taken a punch and I'm coming back. Round 2 is going to be better.
Just stay down.
No. Oh, hell no. I never say
Okay, Chris
no.
Rock.
A fragment of the asteroid that killed off the dinosaurs has been found at the Hell Creek Formation in North Dakota. Wow.
What?
It's an amazing discovery from 66 million years ago. And when they pulled the fossil from the ground, every gecko in the area screamed, "Kryptonite!" and died. By the way, Hell Creek Formation is also what Johnny Depp called what Amber Heard did in the bed. I should have stopped with the first joke. By the way, not that climate change is real or anything, but the drought is really bad out west, and Lake Mead, which is just outside of Las Vegas, is at such historic low levels that bodies from mob hits from the 60s and 70s are being found. One inside a barrel that has been submerged for over 45 years. Can you believe that?
No.
The jig is up, said the nose gigamogly, 94 years old. By the way, in another case, officers are being chastised for opening a second submerged barrel and ruining David Blaine's next special. How long's he been in there? Okay. Hey, there's some gold in these. Not much, but a little bit. By the way, the environmental consequences of the now endless drought are devastating. Lake Mead is so dry.
How dry?
How dry is it?
Like me.
Lake Mead is so dry, Fonzie had to jump Mark Cuban on a skateboard. He's a shark. See? Okay. Lake Mead is so dry.
How
How dry is it?
Is it?
Lake Mead is so dry, Jeff Bezos had to dip his yacht in KY just to get it in.
Oh.
Okay, then. Meryl's unhappy she came to this show.
Never.
Never. Okay. By the way, China's Zhurong rover is on Mars and has found evidence that water was there long after they thought it had dried up. The rover's primary mission was for 3 months to seek out ancient life and put it in COVID quarantine. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. Hey, by the way, Vicky White, who knows that name?
Oh.
Yeah.
Here we go,
Nice
folks.
jail.
Vicky White, the former assistant director of operations for Lauderdale County, Alabama Corrections, sold her house, retired, and then helped inmate Casey White escape from jail. Wow. The two were apprehended in Evansville, Indiana, where Vicky shot herself. Co-workers of White are confused as to how she would do any of this. We understand the last thing, said Evansville residents. Did you not get that? Living in Evansville sucks.
Dark.
I don't know. Okay, here we go. Ultra right-wing network OAN was forced to update their election reporting. Right? Did you read this? They did this on Monday and admitted there was no widespread election fraud in the 2020 election after settling a lawsuit with two poll workers in Georgia that they had defamed. Did you see that? While reporting the truth for the first time, the news director mouthed, "Sorry, Satan. Sorry, Satan. Sorry, Satan."
Oh, man.
By the way, the rest of the lawsuit settlement was not disclosed, but sources close say that all the My Pillows have disappeared from the green room. All right. Hey, look, we've only got 3 more and they're short.
That last
In
one looks a little
Lebanon,
better.
Indiana, Andrew Wilhoit, who's heard that name, is in jail without bond for knocking his wife out, killing her, and dumping her body into a creek. Luckily, he's a Republican because the GOP voters in the area still voted for him, and he won his primary election bid. Let's hear it, everybody. I know. We need people that can roll up their sleeves and do the work, said a voter. One conservative town folk said, and Andy doesn't mind getting his hands dirty. With this kind of single-minded tenacity, he might just be Trump's vice president. Okay, that's what he said. By the way, that's a true story. Did y'all hear that story? The guy murdered his wife, still won the election, and they're hoping he gets acquitted, even though they know he did it, so he can run.
In November, he runs unopposed.
The what?
In November, he runs unopposed.
He runs unopposed in November. And,
I understand he's the pro-wife candidate.
Yes, that's right. No, he's the no-wife candidate. He's the no-wife candidate. Oh, here we go. 2 more, and we're done. Astronomers have finally taken a picture of the huge black hole M87 at the center of the Milky Way galaxy. Do you know how huge that is?
Yeah.
It is very clear and was taken by aiming telescopes from all over the world at one spot in space. This is incredible. The black hole is so dark and so empty, it will probably win a GOP Senate seat in November. Yeah, your dad loved that joke, Steve. Loved it.
You leave me
Last but not least, Adele bought Sylvester Stallone's house in California for $58 million.
Yeah.
And was amazed when she moved in and the singer said hello to full-size bronze Rocky statues in almost every room and beside the pool. All of that. He left them all there. The good news, said the realtor, is that you didn't buy Ron Jeremy's house. Ladies and gentlemen, wait, Steve, where'd you go? Now you're gone.
Man, no, I put myself in the same time you did. Now I can't do anything.
I did nothing. I did not touch anything. That was all you, my friend.
Well, I can't seem to add now, so I can only.
And I can't add either. So you're up. So you just do your thing.
Tassell!
Yay!
Every week, bringing you 30 jokes and 10 punchlines. That's Brad.
That's it. No. 32 jokes and 5 punchlines.
That was fantastic. Yeah, well, the math, I don't know. I'm not good at math. I live in Tennessee. Anyway, it's time for the top 10. Speaking of math, let's do the top 10 intro. Here it is. Big happenings in Nashville. If you live in Tennessee, you may have noticed all along all the interstates, there's big billboards with Trump's face saying things like, welcome President Trump, big fundraising event on May 21st. They're everywhere in Nashville. And I find that annoying, but what I find amusing is that at the bottom, if you read the fine print on these billboards, it's an invite-only virtual event. You ain't actually coming, you bozos. So, a lot of people are going to either be disappointed or really disappointed. So, tonight's top 10 category is top 10 things we can expect from 45's big online fundraising thingy. So here we go. Number 10. The choppy Zoom audio may make him seem nearly coherent. Possible. Number 9. They'll raise billions from Mexico to build a big, beautiful firewall. It's a computer thing. All right. Number 8. From 9 states away, Matt Gaetz will still kiss his butt. All right. Number 7. Musical numbers featuring Vladimir Putin in Dancing with the Wannabe Czars. Number 6. A new segment. Who wants to be a former billionaire who is now paying the state of New York $10,000 a day in contempt fines?
110,000 so far?
Yep. These are the top 10 things we can expect from 45's big online fundraising thingy. Number 5. A spin-off about disgraced attorney called Better Call Rudy. Number 4. A fun segment with Eric and Don Jr. and Charlie Sheen called 2.5 Coked Up Douchey Privileged White Men.
I'm here.
Number 3. 45 may appoint a bunch more unqualified partisan judges while juggling 36 subpoenas and playing the trombone. Kind of an Ed Sullivan thing. I like it. Number 2. A fun prize-winning game. Can you tell a genius from a war criminal? And the number 1 thing we can expect from the 45's big online fundraising thingy, even though it's online, they will still find a way to spread COVID.
That's the winner right there. That's the winner. By the way, I think he's actually in Memphis because we were in Memphis on Monday, and there's a million billboards that said that said he was coming to town. So
Are you sure?
No.
No.
That's what they want you to think. It may or may not be the case.
Oh, okay, I don't know. It didn't say online only. I didn't see that anywhere.
Yeah. It was small. That's the point. It was like the fine print after you sign up. It's like, oh man, I bought a condo in Florida that's underwater.
The building collapsed. I can't believe it.
I know.
All right, hey, let's keep moving. I want to keep because I love the fact that Jim's here.
Want me to bring him in, or do you want to bring him in?
I'll bring him in.
All right, here comes Jim Salestrom, everybody. It's our musical guest. Oh man, any second now when there he is. Hi, Jim.
Hey.
Howdy, man. Before you play, we're gonna do a little intro for you. Here it is.
It's our musical guest, Gonna sing something funny and then Steve will play something in between. Our musical guest. It's time for our musical guest, Jim Salestrom.
Hi, Jim.
Hi there. Hi, folks. How you doing?
We are well, thanks. You know the drill.
Okay.
We'd like you to play a funny song that I'm going to have to follow up with something that has something to do with it, and I have no idea what you're about to sing. Then you'll do another one, and then we'll talk to you a little bit, see who you are. This guy, before I even go, I just want you to know, everybody, you need to know this about Jim Salestrom. First of all, I'll take off the reverb. Let me bring myself in here. I meant to say this before we got rid of me. You know him, you love him, because, dang it, Brad, stop.
I didn't do anything. I'm just sitting here. Both my hands were in the camera.
All right, it's fine. Jim, among other things, multi-award winner, played with everyone from Dolly Parton to his son, but the way you know him, he was the original vocalist in the theme song to your favorite movie, Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. Please take it away.
Well, thanks. The show's been really interesting so far. You're very funny, and I guess that's the goal.
That is the goal.
I'm in a trio. I've been doing this for a long, long time. I'm in a trio. There's 3 of us, Brad. And
Is there really?
Thank you for clarifying.
So we call ourselves the Wild Jimbos, and we were on a record label in Nashville called MCA. And this is way back in the 90s. We had a big hit single. It was really, really popular, written by John Prine and Fred Kohler. And it was really popular it was so popular, we wanted to do a video, and MCA said, we'll give you some money to do a video. And back then, just to walk out the door, it was $100,000, just to walk out the door. Not even to hire.
Good evening. Thank you for calling Dream Hotel Nashville. How can I help you?
Okay, somebody's making some money.
That's Walter.
225. I'm off site right now, and I won't
It's
be
Walter. Can you find him?
So I just want to put in a
Sorry about that, just Jim. Carry on, please.
So anyway, we were hoping that we could do this little video in Hawaii, and we ended up doing it at Percy Priest Lake with about $8,700.
Same thing.
It was very popular in Germany at 2 o'clock in the morning on Wednesdays when the Jägermeister kicked in. It's a tune that Sam Bush produced, and it goes like this. It's an 8-string ukulele. Well, I packed my bags and bought myself a ticket to the land of the tall palm trees. Aloha, old Milwaukee. Hello, Waikiki. Well, I just stepped down from the airplane, and then I heard her say, wacka wacka nuka-licka, wacka wacka nuka-licka, would you like a leg? Hey, let's talk dirty in Hawaiian. Spur in my ear. Akika puka maka wakwahini are the words I long to hear. Lay your coconut on my tiki. Why the heck a mooka mooka dear? Let's talk dirty in Hawaiian. Say the words I long to hear. It's a ukulele Honolulu sunset. Just listen to the grass skirts sway. A drink and rum from a pineapple out in Honolulu Bay. Steel guitars are playing while she's talking with her hands. Gimme, oka doka, make a wish, I wanna poke, I hope she understands. Well, let's talk dirty in Hawaiian. A whisper in my ear. Akika puka maka wakwahini are the words I long to hear. Lay your coconut on my tiki. Why the heck a mooka mooka dear? Let's talk dirty in Hawaiian. Say the words I long to hear. Let me see if I can do this one more time. All right.
Yeah.
With my mood. Saying it to the folks back home. I never had a chance to dance the hula. I guess I should have known. Talking to the little sweet wahinis underneath the pale moonlight. I knock a rock a what I said, a rock and knock a sis boom back up there. I said it right. Everybody sing with me. Let's talk dirty in Hawaiian. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's talk
Dirty in Hawaiian.
My ear whisper
In my ear. Waka wahini. All the words I want to hear.
On my tiki, there, coconuts on my tiki. What the heck, a moo
What the heck, mooka dear?
Let's talk dirty.
dirty in Hawaiian.
Say the
And the words I love to hear.
let's talk
Talk
dirty.
dirty in Hawaiian. And the words I love to hear.
Here, no.
Sing-alongs, always working. Always working.
Oh, now we got Alice. I don't know
Now,
why.
Steve, what are you doing? I didn't do anything.
Alice is worth having.
I bring Jim
Well,
back.
I'll try to add here. I've add Jim again.
I got him. There he is. It's Jim Salestrom. That was fantastic.
Hey! And Kevin. Jim and Kevin.
A classic. Now I have to do something like that, and I'm torn because I don't have anything really tropical. I do have a pirate song, but it doesn't have anything to do with talking and naughty words, which apparently is what the theme of your song is. So I think since I didn't do anything on May the 4th, which was Star Wars Day, I think I'll make up for it now. And the connection here is this has dirty words that I'm not quite saying. So how many Star Wars fans do we have with us tonight? One. All right, fair enough. Perfect. And Jim, awesome. Oh, by the way, Jim, I like it when people try to do a Zoom sing-along. There's nothing more better, more coordinated than a
Yeah.
Zoom.
Oh, yeah. Nothing sounds better.
Best thing ever. Most Star Wars fans think that Darth Vader's the bad guy, but he's not the main overall real bad guy. And then some people think, well, maybe it's the Emperor. But no, I've had some people guess that it's George Lucas. No, the real evil bad guy in all of Star Wars is R2-D2. And a lot of people have a problem with that, especially young women. They go, oh, no, that's not possible. He's so cute. I know, that's his cover. I will show you what I mean. There's a tiny little droid, kind of looks like a salt shaker, can't really talk, but he beeps like a wiseacre. Little piece of junk who steals every scene from the swamp to Dagobah to the sands of Tatooine. Some people think he's cute. I think he's a creep. He can open every door. He can always get a peep, and that's worse than Superman's X-ray vision, because no matter what the codes, R2-D2 has permission to raid your bank account, take pictures of your wife, post them on Facebook. Man, that is not right. He can screw up Idol. He can screw up The Voice, and damn it, that's supposed to be viewer's choice. He can mess with an election, can always get his way. That's what happened in Florida in Y2K, and I think that's terrible, evil, and deplorable, but everyone thinks he's cute. The girls think he's adorable. Yeah, F you, R2-D2. F you, R2-D2. You're as attractive to me as Trump in a see-through, so F you, R2-D2. F you, R2-D2. F you, R2-D2. I'll put you in a plane and send you to Escondido for Merrill. F you, R2-D2. Some might say I'm totally wrong. They say R2 is fine. This is a terrible song. Well, they can think what they want, but did they ever consider he could have blown up the Death Star on his own, the little pooper, while we were risking the lives of all those good guys? Could have flown in a code and de-imperialized the whole galaxy without lifting a digit, but he didn't, because he's a malicious little midget. F you, R2-D2. F you, R2-D2. My stupid smartphone has this dream to be you, so F you, R2-D2. F you, R2-D2. F you, R2-D2. There must be a way to control alt delete you. F you, R2-D2.
Hey!
And now back to Jim Salestrom for another hilarious song.
That was really good. That was really good. You have the most incredible mind, because I heard you at the Bluebird about a month ago, and you have a memory like you have a memory bank that really works. You know.
Who are you again?
And your name is Steve Goodman. I'm going to do a song about Nashville publishing, and you have to know that the money's in the publishing. It's not really in the performing, except on your show here. You know, it's
of
really,
course, yes.
The money's not in the performance. It's really the money's made in writing the song and the publishing. You have to know that, and you have to know who Shania Twain is. Was the flavor of the month back in 80s, I think, maybe back in the 80s. And this is a tune that I really love. It was written by George Wurzbach, and it goes like this. I got down on my knees this morning, and I prayed these words. Please give me one hit record. Here's what I heard. Hello, this is God. I'm not in right now. So leave your name and your number at the sound of the thunder. Oh, never mind. I'm God. And I know who you are. Well, God said, you're a real disappointment. You're selfish and you're self-centered. God said you're a real disappointment. You're selfish, self-centered. So I paused to reflect for a moment. I said, how about that record? God said, no, not a chance. I don't work that way. God said, I ain't no genie, you little weenie. I'm God, and I've got better things to do. And I said, like what? that really ticked God off. God said, you got your nerve to take my miracles for granted. Now who do you think can make love grow where no seed has been planted? And maybe you'll forget that I'm the one who gives the life. I walk you through the day and I watch over through the night. And if you can't relate to that, you might relate to this. No, that's skim milk chocolate or the 69 Mets. I'm the one who rescued Gilligan, I remember quite distinctly. And who do you think let Billy Joel marry Christy Brinkley? God said, this is my way of helping, so don't get me wrong. While I was teaching you this lesson, I gave you this song, and I said, wow, whoop-de-doo. Thanks a hell of a lot. This song's so hot it's on fire, I'm not even pitched to Shania. Well then, there's just one other thing God said. I'll keep the publishing. Now you people that bought the show just said, maybe you lose my memory.
I didn't notice.
Oh yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yay!
Jim.
Yay!
I've got to get up at 4:30 and head for Denver. And
Oh my
Oh, wow.
here to there.
Well, thank you for joining us. Yes, tremendous.
And thanks a lot, Steve. Thanks, Brad.
You
No
bet.
problem. Thank you very much, Jim.
I'm going to watch it after it's done. I'm going to watch it probably tomorrow.
We'll fix all these glitches. It'll be
We'll
10 minutes.
fix all the glitches. The
Good
funny part starts now.
rewatch there, you know. And a lot of love to everybody. You know, have a good one.
Jim.
Thanks.
All right, Jim. Thank you, buddy.
Have a good trip.
Thanks a million.
Safe travels.
Are you taking him out or am I?
I will.
Okay.
And I'll take him out and I'll bring up Bill Gorgo, everybody. Look, it's Bill Gorgo. Chicago Legend. Still, actually, Bill, how old are you? You look about 48.
106.
You look,
That's
you look
Celsius.
young. I think you look great.
Thank you very much. I turned 75 in January.
You
Wow.
did not.
All right, if you can make that happen, I'm all
Can you?
for it.
That is not anybody in this show. Look at him and tell me he's 75 in any way.
I cannot see it. Tell you what, after
52
you're done,
at the most.
Card me.
after you're done
Card
with
me.
your set, Bill, I want you to type in your daily diet into the chat so we can all look like you when we're 70.
Yeah, tell me. Hey, do the better. Fiber, bran cereal, loosen
The trick-
up.
The trick will be remembering that for 8 minutes.
Well, so what we'll do is Steve and I'll get out. We'll play an intro, and then you can talk whatever you remember for the next 10 minutes.
Here we go.
It's time for our big headliner. Got some funny jokes to say. Oh, do a 10-minute set headliner. Man, I'm so glad that it's Thursday. Yeah.
Gorgo!
Seriously, about halfway through the show so far, I started wishing I had written something down. I was led to believe the standards were much lower than what they apparently are. And I was feeling pretty confident there through Brad's material, but then Jim, yeah. And by the way, I see there's people here from Chicago or people who are from Chicago. You know very well, that's not Chicago behind me. That was just a random picture I picked up simply because I wanted a nice springtime picture. But springtime in Chicago I couldn't find a picture, and I couldn't take one because this year it was on Monday, spring, and I was doing laundry. So I was down the basement while the whole thing happened. The closest I could find was this, which is the day before spring in Chicago, which is, I guess we'll have to settle for that. Yeah, spring. I talked to the neighbors. They said it was beautiful. Just watching the daffodils jumping out of the ground and dying apparently was worth skipping lunch. I wish they had taken a picture. That's what you'd see behind me now. It came out. It was a big surprise, spring, as it sometimes is in the Chicagoland area. It seems like only like 2 weeks ago when I saw my first robin frozen to death on my front lawn. And here it is, summer now, third day in a row of summer in Chicago. And for the first time ever that I can remember, and I've lived in Chicago my whole life, it's only been summer for 3 days. And today, the temperature humidity index already reached stun, which usually doesn't happen until mid-June or so. The springtime is the issue, really. We don't know what to call spring in Chicago because it's such a, my suggestion, and I actually wrote to our senators to put forth a bill to change the name of springtime to Your Results May Vary, which I think is a much better name.
Hold on.
Wait, hold on. Who we got talking
Hold
there?
on.
Oh, Ray's
Someone's
there.
ordering me a limo, which is nice.
It might mean something.
I think it's Jim.
Nah, it was Ray. I got him.
Ray, sorry.
Ray, you devil, we fixed your
You
microphone.
Peter,
and
Ray.
hate us.
Please
What was
carry
I
on,
talking
Bill.
about?
You're back,
Ray?
Bill. Go ahead.
Spring in Chicago? I was talking about spring, right? In Chicago?
Results may vary.
Yeah.
I wrote a letter to our senators, both of them, suggesting that they put forth a bill to change the name of spring to Your Results May Vary. Unfortunately, it came to the floor of the Senate on a day when Joe Manchin was making out with Susan Collins, and we couldn't get a quorum together. Since they found out how easy she is to lie to, she's very popular. And that was for you, Patti. I wanted to see you joke on something. That was always fun. Anyway. The problem with springtime in Chicago is that we have years like this where it lasts 45 minutes, and then we have other years where it lasts 6 months. So nobody in Chicago has springtime clothes. That's for California and New York. In Chicago, in the Midwest, we see no reason, we're too cheap to invest in clothes that for some years, you'd have to change clothes 8 times in a day to get use out of them. And it's just taking up closet space. So what we do in the Midwest is we wear half winter clothes and half summer clothes for as long as necessary. And you see this all the time. The cargo shorts and the parka is the most common shopping clothing. The snowmobile pants and the wife beater t-shirt for waxing your car in May, extremely popular. The young ladies with the fur-lined boots and the mini skirt, because for some reason you got to keep your shins warm while your thighs are freezing off. It doesn't matter to me. I've been in the house for 2.5 years. Spring and summer, they're all the same. I turn on the air or the heat, depending. I haven't gone out of the house seriously for 2.5 years. 2 years was COVID. The other 6 months, there wasn't anything going on. So 2.5 years, sitting on the couch watching TV. And the worst part about doing this show, I'm up way past my bedtime. I have to get up at 7 in the morning to get my shows. Because I don't know if you watched daytime TV during the COVID thing. Daytime TV now belongs to geezers exclusively. It used to be kids and housewives, but the kids got computers and there are no more housewives. I don't know where they went. They're no longer to be found. And I'm not sure whether it's politically correct to say housewives anymore. So I'm just going to shut up about that. But watch daytime TV. It's just for old people. And that's my biggest problem is I got a 65-inch, ultra high definition, 5 bazillion color flat screen TV, smart TV, way about as smart as my computer, smarter than my refrigerator for sure. My toaster can't even join the conversation. This beautiful TV. And why am I watching Perry Mason black and white? I don't understand. If they kept the zenith and just sat real close, it would have been the same thing. But even if you don't watch the old time TV and really pick a decade, it's a time machine. I go back to the 60s and 70s every day, watch my shows, but it's the commercials that let you know it's Geezerville. All the commercials, not only are they about old people, they're repeated just for our benefit because they know we can't remember things for more than 3.5 minutes. So it's the same commercial over it. You're hypnotized into these products. Last week, I was this close to getting a reverse mortgage so I could buy a walk-in tub. Fortunately, my landlord stepped in and explained how wrong that was for many, many, many reasons. And I can't say I blame him. Tell you the truth. The medicine commercials. Oh my God, the medicine commercials. I was watching one the other day because I got a lot of stuff. I got to know about the medicine. I can't just ask my doctor. I have to be able to pronounce the name. But at the end, they tell you the side effects. And that's the scary part. I don't want to die of side effects. There's no cure for the side effects. If there was a cure for the side effects, they'd put it in the medicine. There's no cure for this. You go to the drugstore to pick up your prescription, they give you a book this thick to tell you how it was invented, the chemical formula, what phase of the moon you should take it under. The one thing they don't tell you what to do about the side effects. They could help at the drugstore. This prescription may cause diarrhea. We recommend cheese, aisle 2. It's right there. You may experience dizziness. Pick up a bike helmet. They're in toys. I saw one the other day. At the end, I was panicky. I had every one of the side effects. And the worst part is I'm not taking that medication. I don't know what to do now. Do I start taking it and stop right away? No, I don't. The problems of getting old, but I'm excited. Getting old is not all bad. Next week, my senior center in my neighborhood is starting senior speed dating up again. And I'm very excited about that. Oh yeah. If you don't know about senior speed dating, the way it works, all the ladies sit at their own table in a circle. All the tables are in a circle. And then the men, you sit down with one of the ladies and you talk for 3 minutes, just 3 minutes. That's it. And then a bell rings. And you have a half hour to 45 minutes, try and get to the next table. It is so much fun. Maybe I'll come back sometime and tell you how it worked out. Was it still me?
Oh, not if you don't want it to be. That was a great closer. You want to end it there?
I just, people sometimes they don't laugh when I tell that story because they think it's stupid that old people my age, are still out there looking for the perfect match. But I think I'm more interested in finding the perfect match because next couple of years I may need a kidney, and pretty high up on my list right now. Thanks for having me, Brad. Steve.
Oh man. Oh, that was okay. I'm going to take a poll.
It's okay.
No. Was that one of the best things we've heard
Yes,
ever?
it was.
Yes, it was.
That was perfect. It's like you've been doing virtual shows all your life.
Virtually, I have.
Yes.
Like Brad and me, it's like you've been virtually funny for quite a well.
That's
2 years.
right.
That's more accurate.
Yes. I'm going to add literally someday to my title, but literally funny. But
You'll have to learn to read first.
Yes, that's right. So, and in check. So, God, Bill, do you want anybody to find you anywhere? Or do you not care?
If you got my address, ring my bell. If you don't, stay away. It's
all right.
You can find me on Facebook. I'm always there.
We'll see you
All
in
right,
speed
Bill,
dating.
Bill Gorgo, Facebook, everybody. I love it. So, all right.
Can I stick around and watch everybody else too?
Sure,
I don't
man.
have
Of
to leave
course.
or
No,
anything.
you don't have to leave. I'm just going to take you off the spotlight.
You got to get on a plane to Denver right now, mister.
Yes. Yeah. Jim, we got rid of. You get to stay. And you know why you want to stay, Steve,
yes.
and I'm going to show him why he wants to stay.
Finder. Yes, this is big time. Here we
Yeah,
go.
so, when we have a lot of people in the show, it gets difficult.
Yes, we
Here we
usually
go.
don't have this problem.
So
Usually
here's what everyone loves. It's Patti Vasquez, everybody.
Yay!
Awesome. Hi,
Class
Ted.
in the join up.
I'm so glad that Bill joined us tonight.
Yes.
That is, me too.
Thank you for bringing him.
Yes.
Yeah, it was very sweet.
I know people.
You do.
And yet you're here.
Yes.
All
Yeah, I
right.
was going to say, yeah. We still wonder why that is every week. Why you're here. So why is that?
Because I enjoy just going off on a rant that I don't even know if it's going to be funny, but you know.
He likes to watch me and Brad struggle.
Yeah, hey. Will there be a joke before she gets here?
Will everybody be on the screen? Can we hear anything except the television and the guy at the motel trying to book?
Yeah,
the
I was
room?
going to say, it was tonight is everybody's got, hey, and Walter's like working. He's doing his call job. So I think that's
Yeah,
fantastic.
this is our smoothest show ever.
Yes, I know. Yeah, the opening was
my
incredible. Incredible. I thought.
And I want to point out, I typed up the closing credits 6 days ago. So watch them.
Ooh.
It's so serendipitous. Anyway,
Oh, no.
credits.
Just remember, the Romans came to the Colosseum to see
That-
people die.
Yeah. Now let's throw it to the Lions. Let's do
Let's do it. Throw her out.
It's time for a Patti melt with Patti Vasquez, Patti Vasquez. From global conflicts to greenhouse gases, to folks refusing to wear masks says, and politicians getting caught grabbing asses says, she's melting down. It's a Patti Vasquez, Patti melt. Abortion safe and legal.
Woohoo! Yes.
So many emotions this last week. When I get ready to do these shows, I always think, I should really write some notes and have a plan and see where it goes. When I do stand up in a club, I have a beginning, middle, and end, and I kind of swing from vine to vine, hoping that in the middle people will enjoy it. But I know that I got something strong. When I do this every week, I really have no idea. I don't. So as you can see, I have up some pictures from the Capitol in DC, not in front of Kavanaugh's house. We wouldn't want to, invade his privacy, and or Alito's, or any of the and Thomas's, or infringe on their ability to carry on their lives. Like maybe when a woman is going in for some health care and maybe just wants to see how she's doing and plan for her pregnancy or avoid a pregnancy, why would we ever want to impede their ability to do that and humiliate them and harass them and also threaten them and threaten the people? Anyway, I could talk about that. But I also came across something this week, which was in 2012, Tennessee passed sex education legislation that was not only abstinence only, but it was by critics, it was called "Don't Hold Hands." It was everything.
Oh, we had the 50s.
Yeah, right. It was all about you couldn't even talk about gateway. I don't know what gateway activities are, like maybe sitting on the dryer, maybe eating a hot dog. I don't know what gateway activities are, but it made me think about. So first of all, we have spent since 1996 $2 billion in this country on abstinence only sex education. And I know you guys are going to be really surprised to find out that it's mostly in red states, and that the pregnancy rates have not only not gone down, they've gone up. We have the highest pregnancy rates of any Western country, Western civil, like in Belgium, Denmark, France, like they all have 5 to 16 pregnancies per thousand. In the United States, it's 30. And that's and $277 million of that was spent by Trump alone, by the way. So that's been really fun. And it made me think about his pregnancies, yes. And it made me think about something, because of all the things that you can't talk about, like don't say gay, don't talk about holding hands, don't teach about sexually transmitted disease. God forbid we should save lives. Do you guys remember who this is by any chance? I don't know why I have in the back of my mind for my entire life, our first Black Surgeon General was Jocelyn Elders. Mm-hmm. And she was fired because conservatives called for her dismissal after she spoke at an AIDS conference. Because you remember in 1993, 1994, stuff was happening. She felt that teaching children to be comfortable with their bodies and maybe learn how to masturbate would be a way for people to alleviate all that. And people are like, oh my God, she's telling kids to masturbate. And she wasn't. She was just saying it's an option. I mean, like, I'm not saying that we have to be specific to kids in school. I'm not saying like maybe in high school it would have been helpful to tell me if a guy's going to dry hump you. If you're wearing jeans, you're going to get rug burns, even though you're not on a rug. I'm just saying, and also on your rug. But I think that we teach kids, and I'm one of those kids that was not ever comfortable in their body. I've talked about this before. My mom's from Mexico. She couldn't use the appropriate word. She always said the word coochie, and she said it angrily. She would always be like, make sure you clean your coochie. I don't know what she thought I was doing that was so sucio, but like also I think she learned English from a German guy. That's why she always sounded angry. But and also coochie is not a good name for it, because when I got older and people would tickle me, I was like, you're not even close. So I think one of the reasons I got into comedy was to talk about politics. And what I've done my entire career is I think that our bodies are amazing. They're wonderful. It can be fun and funny. And we have taught kids to be embarrassed and ashamed and that they are disgusting. And if you're a girl, if you're going to, and this is happening right now in real time on social media. If you follow Lori Kilmartin, she made a joke on MSNBC. And by the way, if you invite a comic onto MSNBC to talk about abortion, yeah, we're going to tick people off.
Yeah.
But she has people saying, I wish your mom had aborted you. Hello. So you're fighting for abortion now. And I've had people say the same thing to me on my feed, saying things like, what if your mom had aborted you? Guess what? I never would have known it. I never would have known it. I wouldn't even know. You wouldn't be. I wish that Patti girl had been born so she'd be a loudmouth bitch about justice. Anyway, that's what I'm saying.
Patti Vasquez!
Patti Vasquez!
I didn't swear again, right? I think I said masturbate.
Hey, wait, what happened? Wait.
I don't know.
Wait, where'd Patti go?
Bye, everyone.
There she is. Yay, we did it.
There she is.
Nobody
Okay,
remembers Jocelyn Elders. I mean,
yeah, Jocelyn Elders and the masturbation.
Yeah,
they fired her for that, but yet they still attacked Ryan White for having AIDS from a transfusion.
It was a very it was a very confusing.
Which reminds me, we need to have Roy Zimmerman on, because when he was with the Foreman back in the 90s, they had a song called "Fire in the Surgeon General," which is it was a euphemism for masturbation. It was a very funny song.
Oh my God, really?
Yes.
Well, call him.
Great song.
You got to get him on. He's very, 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 very busy, but we'll find him somehow.
Maybe we'll do that song. So good. So Patti, where are we going in life? How's all this going to turn out?
It's going to be decades. I'm actually thinking about going to law school, like seriously, because we have all these lawyers and all these judges who can manipulate the law to their own will. You stop telling us to vote. We're gonna vote. We can't vote harder. We just can't vote in Wyoming or Mississippi vote harder. Like the people who care keep showing up. I can't. What can we do about 100 million people who never bother to show up?
That's why I bit the bullet and moved to Tennessee.
Yay!
You're welcome.
So you could throw your vote in a big hole.
Yeah.
That's why I stay in Missouri instead of moving to Illinois. Which
I'm in Kentucky. You want to talk about nightmares?
Now you're bragging.
Yeah.
I voted today, by the way.
Oh
boy.
Yay!
For Booker, because Booker is going to run against Rand Paul, and that would be lovely.
Booker?
Wow.
But again, here, if we've got 100 to 300,000 people, just don't vote. Just don't show up.
Yeah.
Cory Booker?
Yeah, Cory
like
Booker.
him.
Not Cory Booker. Cory Booker's already a senator. Charles?
Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brad's not responsible for knowing the first name of the person he voted
I'm
for.
sorry.
I just,
Leave him
for
alone.
some reason, it just.
Hey, you know what? I get candidates names confused too, so.
It's okay.
Kentucky's got a couple of really great senators.
The guy who's running against Rand Paul is all you have to know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. If my heater over here was running against Rand Paul, I would vote for it. I wish Rand Paul's neighbor would run against him from whoever.
Yeah.
I get that.
We know he can beat him.
I gave Republicans a chance in the last
That'd be one
election,
hell of a
and I'll
debate.
never do it again.
All right. Well, that ends the portion where we all talk.
That's right. Yes. Okay. Well, Patti,
you,
please
Patti.
save us all because
Yeah.
we need it. So, okay. All right. So, Steve, what are we doing next?
We're going to do a new segment. We premiered it last week, and we're going to try it again this week. Here it
Let's do it.
comes.
How about another dumb song from Steve for no reason?
For no reason?
That's right. No reason. No reason. Just fun to do.
Yeah.
Tonight, I'm going to try this again. Our friends Bethany and Bill are here. They wrote the song with me, and I've performed it 4 times now, 3 of them off book. I've never gotten it right yet. I'm going to try it this time with the recording we made. So you hear the lovely dulcet tones of both Bethany and Bill in the background track. And that's why I'm wearing the headphones to make the sound as good as we possibly can. So
Reverb.
Thank you. Reverb. There it is. Let's see if we can do it. Nope. Wrong thing. Let's try it again. All my favorite clothes are falling apart. Of all my clothes, it's the ones I hate that don't have holes. They work just great. That ugly sweater from the big reindeer, I only wear that once a year. But my favorites are in constant rotation. Hence their steady disintegration. Holy Moses, there's holes in my clothes is one of my elbow shows. It's poking through like a big old nose. Holy thread count. I'm wearing my own hand-me-downs. My pants are all see-through. I'm down to half a shoe and my socks just gotta hang in there. Hang in there, fellas. And don't get me started on my underwear. Your underwear. What did I just say? When my favorite clothes are falling apart, should I put on a bathrobe and head to Walmart? It's full of holes, like I said before, but that's expected at the big box store at midnight. Oh, sure, now you're all fancy buying new clothes at the Walmart. Well, actually, when I do replace clothes, here's where I go. On the first Saturday of the month, I do all my shopping at once. Cause everything's half price at Goodwill. And I don't mind a few mice or a 500,000 lice. Oh, everybody scratch. Scratch on, scratch off. I scratched a hole right through the back of my britches. Now the moon will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow it'll see the sun. Holy crap, would you look at that? I tore myself a new one. All my clothes are falling apart. Falling apart. Falling apart. Holy Moses, there's holes in my clothes. I'm showing so much skin. I'm practically a Kardashian. Holy Jesus, everything's falling to pieces. My shirts are like Swiss cheeses. My pants are full of fleeces. And last year's Halloween Reese's and several species feces. Oh, you gotta hang in there. And don't get me started on my underwear. Hey,
Yeah. Steve Goodie, come on, everybody. The song. Hey. Steve, I worry though. Every once in a while, in the middle of a song, I think you're going to have an aneurysm. You get very strained and stressed, and I worry that something's going to pop.
You're singing properly. Pavarotti had 6 aneurysms show.
That's right, and 3 were in his stomach, so it was good. He was eating a bunch. So
hey, no body shaming.
That's nobody. You're right. Okay, Steve, let's do the next thing we do.
The next thing would be where you beg for
That's
me.
right.
I'm going away.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Brad Tassell. This is the Virtual Comedy Show. And this is the point when I tell you, go to virtualcomedyshow.com and click donate to the comedians. First of all, Steve is going to need medication for whatever is in his head. And also, because next week, that song's going to need an orchestra. It's going to even be even more. Same song, next week, he's got to hire an orchestra. And we need you to donate to this show because we got to pay for Patti's law school, everybody. We need law school money, and we need to pay Bill Gorgo to take out all the chicks from the senior dating. Let's talk about it. And also to get Jim Salestrom back from Denver. He doesn't know where he's going. So please, and I want to thank all the people. We have a lot of people don't know this. We have a lot of people who donate even before the show starts, which is an amazing thing. But now I'm appealing to all the people watching on Facebook and other people. This is a good time to do it because it really does help us out, do this show, and we all do this for a living. So please, donate to the show. I can only guarantee one thing. There might be 4 punchlines in the jokes next week.
And where do they go to donate, Brad?
That's right. What?
Where do they go to donate?
I don't know. By the way, you go to virtualcomedyshow.com, virtualcomedyshow.com, and click donate to the comedians. as I said in the beginning. So that is what you do. Please do that, and thank you, everybody. Okay, Steve, play the thing.
It's time for the worst joke of the week.
Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke.
Boo! That was the worst joke ever.
Broadway star Patti LuPone stopped the musical company to admonish audience members who weren't wearing their masks correctly.
Wow.
She said, "Who do you think you are? Put your mask over your nose. That's the rule. Put it on or get the F out."
Woo!
Yeah. The audience members were incensed and they stood up and slapped Chris Rock.
Have a very merry Thursday. It's a special time of week when Thursday bells are pealing and life no longer seems so bleak. Let's open up our presents and carve our Thursday goose and wait for Father Thursday to arrive upon his moose.
You know, we tried to incorporate all the wonderful family traditions that people associate with Thursday.
Thursday comes but once a week, but do not shed a tear, 'cause there are more than 50 Thursdays packed in every year, and every single one of them is full of mirth and glee. So stuff your face and break some wind and join the revelry. Have a very merry Thursday. Put on your orange fez and decorate the Thursday tree with milk, bone, spam, and pez. Once you've curled your mustache and donned your Thursday clothes, I'll catch you 'neath the mistletoe and punch you in the nose. Merry Thursday, Merry Thursday.